Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and welcome back to the Hamilton Sudoku series. So, this puzzle is called I Know by Eliza and Philip Hamilton. And talk about hitting the hard moments at the end. I don't know how hard this puzzle is, but just looking at this grid is enough to make a Hamilton fan probably feel a little bit sad. This is from basically one of the most heart-wrenching moments in the entire thing. A few days ago, I covered the Unimaginable, which was about It's Quiet Uptown. This is from just before that, where you have Philip Hamilton passing away on stage, and the grief between and the interaction between his mother and him as he passes away. And I'm not going to go into the details, but if you ever get a chance to see it, this grid actually is screaming those details with the numbers placed on the grid. And when I first saw this grid, it was a bit of a gut punch. So any Hamilton fan who sees this is like going to be just oof. If you're not a fan of the show or musicals at all, please just enjoy the puzzle. That's fine too. But whoever set this, wow, nice work. And that's just looking at the grid. Very, very nicely done. Um, this will be the final puzzle in this set of the Hamilton Sudoku series. There will be another set coming, which will be the last set, and then we will look at what other mini-series or whatever we might do. If any, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, how does this puzzle work? Of course, these puzzles have all been set anonymously. I don't know who created this, and I cannot thank all of the setters who have been involved enough for this. So it's just been amazing to have these puzzles submitted, created for the channel. What's going to happen after the series is completed, I don't know, but while these have been created for me and for my channel, they don't belong to me. They are not my property. It's not as if I can then turn around and say, well, you're not allowed to do anything with them. These are the property of the people who created them, and that will always be the case for anything that comes to me, any packs that come through my channel or anything. So, yeah, I don't know what will happen after that. I hope I will be involved with whatever happens as, because of that, but that's not my call to make. Anyway, I Know by Eliza and Philip Hamilton. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Cells separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Not all dots are necessarily given. So while we know these two dots must be consecutive, we do not know if those two dots are. They could be, they may not. And no two orthogonally connected cells may contain digits that sum to 10. So what that tells us is that for example, neither of these two cells could be 7, because if they were, then we would have two cells that are summing to 10 that are orthogonally connected. Orthogonally connected means sharing a long edge. That's what we know. I have no idea how hard this one is, so I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer and find out on camera. Let's give this a shot. So, row 1 is calling out to me, but I'm a little nervous about it. So, this can't be an... So this is a run of 4 digits. This is a run of 3 digits. This is a run of 2 digits. A run of 4 digits. What can this be? This digit is quite limited, I think. Or maybe not. Because this could go 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. I can see 1 is in one of those two by Sudoku. And 2 is down here. If this is 2, this is 3. If this is 1, this is 2, and that's not 2. 8 is in one of those 3. 9 is in one of those. So this can't be the 9. Neither of the... No, that can't be 9. That can. That can't be a 9, though, because that would mean that has to be an 8, and it can't be. So that's not the 9. 9 is in one of those 2. If that's 9, both of those are 8. There is a fundamental thing to this puzzle that I have not yet grokked. Parity? Is it parity? I'm not going to start doing digits in French, partly because I'm terrible at them, and two, because I probably start crying. It's parity, isn't it? Because there must be, on this, there must be an odd and an even. There must be an odd and an even on this, and this, being a run of 4 digits, must have 2 odds and 2 evens. If this is odd, this is even, this is odd, and this is even. If this is even, this is odd, this is even, and this is odd. So a run of 4 digits will have 2 evens. The run of 2 digits must have 1 even. So there's 1 even in this run, so it's in the middle. So this is an even digit. These are both odd. So let's start colouring up odds and evens. I don't know that this is a parity puzzle. Right, so there's an odd, an odd, an odd, and there's an odd on each of those. So that is even. This is 2 or 8. Because it can't be 4 or 6. I'm going to keep colouring odds and evens and try and figure out what is going on. So this is 1 or 3. It can't be 5 because 5 is not next to 2 or 8. So this goes 1. Hang on. So this can't be 7 or 9. So this can't be an 8. This is the 2. So this is 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. So I've got a 1, 3 pair here. Wow. So somewhere in here is an 8. And it has to be on this dot. So these are both odd. So this is even. This is odd. This is even. These are from 5, 7, and 9. That's not 5. So this is from 7 or 9. So it's 9, 8, 7, 6. I've still got to figure out how this 10 rule is going to work. Or 7, it can't go 7, 8, 9. So it's or 7, 6, 5, 4. So this is never 9, of course. So there must be a 7 in here. So this has either got 5. So where's 9 in this row? This is the 9. 9, 8, 7, 6. So this is 4 and 5. 4 and 5. So this is either 2 or 6. If this was... if this is 2, what do I put on this with 6? Because I don't have 5 or 7 available. This has to be the 6. So 2 is on here with 1 or 3. Now 1 can't go there, 2 can't go next to the 8. So this is the 2, this is a 1 or a 3. So this is even, and this is odd. This is 1, 3, or 7. And there is an 8. No, there is an 8 on this, and I can't use a 9. So this is a 7, 8. So there's no 7 here. And of course, these are 4, 5, and 9. Well, 9 can't go there, and 4 can't go there. This is the 5 because of the 10 issue. 5 being odd. I have no idea what I'm doing with this puzzle. I hope the answer is solving it. How am I going to move down this grid? There's an even digit on this. If that's 2, that can't be a 2. And that can't be a 2. If that's a 2, this would have to be a 1 or a 3, and it can't be. So I can't put 2 in either of those. So there's a 4 in one of these two, which means that's not 9. Because if that was a 9, that'd have to be a 4, and they're not consecutive. And if that's a 4, then I can't put a 9 in it. So that's the 9, which is odd. So this is from 3, 4, 5. And I can't put 3 next to 7, and I can't put 3 there. This is 4, 5. Because I couldn't put 3 there for that, and I couldn't put 3 next to 7. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 1, 2, and 3. Can't put 2 next to 8, giving me a 1, 3 pair, because that is a 1, 3 pair. This is a 2 now. And I can't go down 2, 1, 0. And I can't go 2, 1, 2, because then I'd repeat it. So this is 2, 3, 4. Huh? If this was 5, 4, what's this? Because 4 can't go to 3, so 4 would go back to 5. If this is 4, 5, 5 can't go to 6, so 5 would go back to 4. So this is also a 4, 5 pair. Four is in one of those two by Sudoku, because I can't put it next to the 6. I've used many of the consecutive dots already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to put an even on this. Either 6. This is either 6, 7, or it's 8 there. Can I make that 6, 7? Two is in one of those two. No, it's not. 2 can't be there. That would put it next to an 8. So I can't put 2 in any of those. I can't put 2 in any of those. I can't put 2 next to an 8, and 2 can't be there. That's a 2. This is not an 8. This is a 1 or a 3. Which puts 2 up here. Except it can't be in that column. The 2 is in one of those two. I keep forgetting what you told me. What am I missing? Got to be something to do with the anti-X. So 9 can't go in any of those cells. 9 can't go down here because of that 9, and it can't go next to a 1. So 9 is in one of those two, which puts 9 right there by Sudoku, which puts 9 right there by Sudoku, which means this is a 3. This is a 1. This is a 3. This is a 1. This is a 3. Can't put 7 next to a 3, so that's an 8, which is even. This is a 7. 8 is now in one of those two by Sudoku. In fact, this is a triple, 4, 5, 8. That's not 4, because I can't put 4 next to 6. One is in one of those two. And no, it's not an anti-V, it's an anti-X. This is nuts. 9 is in one of those two. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 go in those. These have to be consecutive. So there must be a 7 on this because I need an odd digit. So there's no 7 there. And the 6 means that's the 8. So this is a 6, 7 pair. That's not the 8. This is the 8. So those are both even. This is now a 1 or a 3. And the 3 makes that the 1 and that the 3. There was probably an easier way of doing that, but I got there. There's no 1 there, and that's the 1. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 6, 7. Well, that's not 2. That's not 7. Can't put 6 next to 4. That is 2. This is a 6, 7 pair. 2 is even. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are a 1 and a 2. Good thing I don't need to have a dot. But I can't put 1 next to 9. That's 2, that's 1. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't put 1 next to either 5 or 6. Well, that becomes the 1 by Sudoku. I don't need to use the consecutive dot for that. Which puts 1 right there in the corner. Sept, Huit, Neuf, Sept, Huit, Scream. This is a triple. Well, there's no 2 there. This is actually a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. There's no 9 there. Oh, 5, 6, 9. This is just a 9. Sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's a 9. Where is 7 in this box? That 7 sees that cell, and I can't put 7 next to 3. So 7 is in there, which makes this 6 and this 7. Possibly don't need the even or odd colouring, but I quite like it. So this is 4, 5, or 6 for the column. That 7 means that's not the 7, this is the 7, an invisible given. So this is 4, 5, or 6. And it's not 6. This here is also 4, 5, or 6, because 5 can be consecutive with 4 or 6, and 6 can only be consecutive with 5 because there's a 7 already in the row. That gives me a 4, 5, 6 triple. The 6 has to be on this, though. So this is actually a 5, 6 pair. This is the 4, and this is the 5, 6. This is now 1, 2, and 3. And the 2 can't be there. That's the 3, that's the 2. That is not the 2. This is odd and even. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. These are 4 and 8. And I can't put 8 next to 2. That's the 4, that's the 8. So these are both even. This is odd. Should have done that a while ago. Trying to look for 6s next to 4s or something, and I'm not seeing them yet. So this is a pair. That 9 looks up. That's not the 9. This is the 9. What is this pair? They're both odd because I can see 4 evens, 2, 4, 6, and 8. These are 3 and 7. And there's already a 3. That's the 7 and that's the 3. This is also odd, by the way. So these are, I've got a 5, a 4, and a 4, a 5, and a 6. So there's a 5 on here because I need to put the odd digit on there. This is a 4 or a 6. That means there's no 5 there. Wait a minute. 7 means this is the 6. This is the 7. I'm probably getting distracted by doing colouring, as many people who solve on the internet do. They focus on their colouring and do less solving than they possibly should. 4, 5, 6, but there's no 6 there anymore. This is the 4, 5. So this is the 8. This is the 5. This is the 4. This is the 5. This is the 4. Let's do more colouring and distract myself even further. That makes this the 6, which it had to be as soon as I got this 4, 5. The 9 looks up making this the 4 and this the 9. This is even and odd. This 7 has been odd for a while. The 4 looks up making this 5 and 4. The 5 is odd. The 4 is even. The 4 looks down making this 5 and 4 and 6 and 5 and 6 and 5. I can go even, 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 and this one's going to also be even. These are all going to be odd, which means this is the 5, this is the 6, and that, I know you did everything just right. Ooh. Rough. That was a beautiful puzzle. It took me a bit to figure out how to get started and realize that this was a parity puzzle. Of course it's a parity puzzle. There's a lot of consecutive dots going on. Once you realize that trick, there's still some really nice deductions to make in this one. Very nice concept. And anti-10 because never gets to 10. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's got a message to it. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Yowza. I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm gonna go and have a weep now. Thanks for everything. And as always, good luck with your solving.